Hello everybody. Let me get myself comfy. Oh, my camera looks ever so low. Let me put my drink down and sort this camera out. That's a bit better, I think. Well, for those of you who were with me last night on the live session, 4 hours. I don't usually do a 4-hour video. Anyway, consequence of that was I slept in this morning very, very late. So all the things that I was going to do today just didn't get done. So, nothing to report. Nothing to report here. All I can do is show you my book that I got on Saturday. There was a pair of sock blockers with it that looked like they'd been bent out of a wire coat hanger. So I gave those to Christina because I don't make socks. Well, Christina came and we did get the craft room into some sort of an order. All I need to do now is sort out the yarn that's overflow because the space is on the shelves. But as you know, I'm banned from a ladder because I'm not safe on ground level. So I'm definitely not safe when I'm up on a ladder. Well, this is the, well, here I am again with no glasses on again. This is episode, oh, tiny, tiny writing, honestly. What did you expect? It's issue whatever. Anyway, that's the front cover, if you want to look for it. Oh, I never know whether it's glaring or not, do I? If I go too far over there, you see, I'm showing it here and you can't see it. So, let's hope it's not glaring. Because when it's this time of night, like 9 o'clock at night, I have to put my diffuser light on, and it glares. It does glare a bit. So let's have a little look, see what's in here. It was talking about Woolfest there, and what I didn't realise was, here we go again, I can't read it, but what I didn't realise, they were going to make some little flowers. They were asking people who visit to create flowers to raise funds for West House, a local charity that works with people with disabilities. So if any of you are going to Woolfest, crochet a couple of flowers or knit a few flowers or something like that. I'm glad I read that because I wouldn't have done them otherwise. I didn't see that. You know, on the actual advert for Woolfest when I bought the tickets, I didn't see that bit. So I'm glad I saw that in there, because I can definitely do a few flowers for charity. That's good. And let's have a quick look what's in there. There's all the usual what's on everywhere, where everybody is. And if you're interested in a book called Crochet Workshop by Erica Knight, if you buy, well, you don't have to buy the book, there's a special leaflet. It's £14.99 the book, but if you ring this certain number you can get it for £9.99 if you quote a certain code number. So jury's out on whether I want to do that. It's covering a lot of basic things, but having said that, you know, I don't dismiss books just because they say they're basic, because sometimes there's some nice, oh, the top's riding up. Sometimes there's some nice things in them, you know, that are basic but nice, yeah. That's an advert for London Loop. The yarn looks nice, doesn't it? Blue. Very expensive shop. Well, I believe so. I've never been in the thing, but you know. Well, there's 2 flowers there for a start, but they've got stems on them. I don't know whether they want flowers with stems or whether they just want flowers. I don't know. So, there's an advert for Black Sheep Wool. So if you live in anywhere near Warrington, they're doing quite a few workshops. I mean, they're quite expensive. Well, for me, they're expensive. Other people may not find them expensive because they're working, you know. But as a poor pensioner, you know, paying like £59, £60 for a workshop's a lot of money for me. Right, this is called The Spirit of Spring. I quite like it actually. It's a scarf, but it's got granny squares around the bottom, and you know what I'm like for granny squares. I love my grannies. So I think it looks quite unusual for a nice wide shawl. almost like an evening stone. That's a shrug. I was going to say shrug, isn't it? And that's a shawl. Or a wrap, whatever you want to call it. I tend to call them wraps when they're that shape. To me, shawl's either that shape or it's a pointed one. To me, they were always like a stole if they were just long and straight. Because I'm going back to the years when people wore fur stoles. You know, back before the time when people realised what they were doing to the animals, yeah. But we won't go into that. My fur collars are definitely from a nylon, yeah. They're not from anything that had legs, yeah. That's a very open work shawl, and that's a granny square again, but it's in a bag. I don't know when you can see them. I tend to hold them up quite a long time if I can, because then it gives the light chance to settle and show you what's going on. Because when they glare, sometimes if you wait 5 minutes, the glare unglares, if you know what I mean. One of these days I'll get a camera with a viewfinder that I can see what I'm filming. Then the eternal dress. Or it's more of a tunic dress, isn't it? Well, when you're my age, it's a tunic dress. Because I definitely wouldn't be showing my knees. Talking about knees, I've been all afternoon searching on the internet, Tinternet as Sue calls it, trying to find a knee brace that's big enough for my big swollen leg. I did order some that were large, and when they came, I mean, they wouldn't even fit over my small leg, let alone my large leg, so I can't do with anything that pulls on. I need the ones that wrap over, you know, with the Velcro straps and that, but they're not big enough. Anyway, I've wrote to an orthopaedic place to see whether they do any big enough, because my leg is so swollen. And I'm determined to be able to, I mean, I'll have to take my walker with me when I go to Woolfest, because I can't walk far without anything to lean on, because I tend to fall over. And I don't want to hobble about on crutches, so I take my wheeler. It's like got 3 wheels, and I push it. It's got a little bag as well that you can put some goodies in. But also it falls flat to go in a boot. Even if Sue's got a small boot, it'll still fall flat and go in. So, but I wanted something to hold my knees straight, you know. My daughter-in-law's got a wonderful knee brace, but I think she got it at the hospital. I don't know what happens to me when I go there. They never offer me things like a knee brace. She might have bought it, I don't really know. I'm just presuming. Maybe the hospital prescribed it for her, I don't know. There we've got some sort of baggy looking slipper things. A cushion and, what's that? Oh, a little rat. The rat actually looks much cuter when you go further into the book. Yeah. Then we've got a really, really super chunky jacket done in circles. I don't know whether that's a cushion. Yeah, a cushion, flowers on a blouse and some plant pot covers. Right, let's see what's on here. This is why they gave you the sock blockers, because there's a whole series on crochet socks in here. All different kinds of crochet socks. I think I've told you before I can wear knitted socks, but I can't wear the crochet ones because they're a bit rough on my feet. And I'm talking about doing them with decent wool. I'm not talking about doing them with acrylic or anything, but I still can't wear them. Those are the Magdalene socks. They're very plain looking, I think. Although you can't tell as much because they've got flecked colour. I would crochet socks, you know, but big chunky ones just to wear in the house, yeah. These are called pearl socks. I suppose it depends how delicate your feet are. I've got no nerve endings in my toes, so I don't know why my feet are so delicate. I really don't know. But they are. Right, crochet, let's make it. That's the, oh, they call it a wrap. That's the pattern for the May bloom, you know, the wrap or wide scarf with the granny squares at the bottom. I quite like that. That's the happy heart shawl. It's decorative, isn't it, rather than functional. It's very, very, very open. But if you just want something to decorate over the top of a plain dress, I suppose that would be ideal. Here's is the headband, and she's either wearing ballet slippers, crochet ballet slippers, way too large for her. But they don't exactly look flattering, do they? They look like big clod-hopping socks on her feet. I'm so picky, aren't I? This is why I never get asked to be sponsored for anything, because I tell the truth. If I don't like something, I'll tell you I don't like it. Me no like it, me no like it. Again, that's something else I wouldn't bother doing. Crocheting a cover around a plant pot, because when you water the plant, it comes through the hole in the bottom, the water. I don't think I'd want anything woolly at the bottom. I'll need a saucer, you know, so the excess water goes in the saucer. Picky, picky. I'm being picky, picky. Right, let's look what else there is. Secret Garden dress. Again, it's a tunic to me. I like it, but I definitely wouldn't wear it. Although I'd like crocheting it, you know. But when I crocheted it, who would buy it? I think it's an acquired taste, really, isn't it? I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe would all love me to crochet one for sale. I don't know. Answers on a postcard, please. Well, that's the pattern for the shawl. It's a nice wrap, but it's got one half of it is green and one half of it is yellow. I like the stitch, I like the design, but I think I'd like to do mine in one colour. You know, I wouldn't want one half in yellow and one half in green. Maybe that's modern. You see, I'm not modern, am I? I'm just an old-fashioned girl. This is the Beltane Shrug. I mean, I do like the edging. It's like a sort of a plaited edging. Oh, I might be glaring. It's like when you do things and then you loop them up afterwards. I've done a neck warmer like that. I think Sue did one as well. Where you, I don't know how you do it, you know, you can crochet but leave a gap in between. And then when you've finished, you pull up the loops through each other. And it makes like a sort of a very thick raised cable. Now that's a little mouse, or a little rat. He's really, really sweet. You know, I don't make them, but I'm just saying he is really, really sweet. I wouldn't be making him, but he is really, really sweet. And he's got the most amazing little feet. Let me cover up the instructions. He's got the tiniest, tiniest little feet. I don't know if you can see them or not. I mean, that would be me, definitely a no. I can't be doing with these little amigurumis at the best of the times. But the little tiny feet, I'd never have the patience for them. There's the spring sling bag. I mean, the crochet bags are lovely, but I think you do need to line them. Otherwise, you know, time you put your groceries in them, you'd be swinging it along the floor behind you, because it would drop so much. Especially with a crochet strap, you know, you'd have to be a really, really firm crochet, or, you know, line the strap to stop it from drooping. And if you got caught in the rain, you'd be dragging it behind you, wouldn't you? Right, that's the asymmetrical cardigan. It's from that book I was saying to you before, that Erica Knight's new book called Crochet Workshop. It's very, very super thick. I don't know whether I would want to wear anything that thick in circles. You know me in circles, don't do circles, can't join them together to save me soul. I bought books on the matter. I even watched one day Craftsy had, you could watch them free for a day or something, and I watched the one about joining circles, and I watched the one about freeform crochet, and I haven't done either of them because I still don't get the hang. Whenever I crochet circles together, I never get them dead level, and they always sort of poke up, and I don't discover until I've like gone way past it, and then you find this one circle in the middle that doesn't lie flat, even if you steam it. So it really kind of puts me off doing circles. I'm the same with those jackets, you know, the circular jackets. My friend calls them bullseye jackets, but you know the ones I mean. like a mandala in the middle of the back of the waistcoat. And certain ones of mine poke out the middle, like, you know, like go like that. And I don't know why, because others don't do it. I've never worked out whether you should use a smaller hook on the middle bit or you should use a larger hook. Whether it pokes out because it's not got enough chain, you know, to make it lie flat. Or whether it pokes out because, oh, I don't know. I never worked it out anyway. This is a spring wreath. Loads and loads of teeny weeny little flowers, if you can see it. There's a picture on the other side that I'll cover up the instructions. Got little flowers on it. That's a chic cushion, it says. That's what it says, chic cushion. And that's the a petal cushion. Got a little face on it and petals, looks like a flower. And that one's from another previous crochet book. One of the previous ones, issue 98 I think it is. I don't know what this issue is. Still can't read it. Have my eyes focused yet? No, I haven't. This was a... I don't know what issue it was in. See, it's all teachy writing. And I don't bring my glasses round. Because I don't need them for 99% of my day. I don't need them. I only need them when it's something with tiny writing. Or reading the instructions on anything before I put it in the oven, yeah. Well, that's West Yorkshire Spinners. Yarn. 4-ply. One of the most sumptuous 4-ply products on the market. I've not actually used any West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, so I can't tell you whether it's the good, the bad or the ugly. I can't tell you. Don't know it. No, I've no idea what number that is. I can't see it. It's a little titchy-witchy writing in red. And I know if I go like that, it doesn't focus, so, you know. The other day I turned on the video. When I come to play it back, the first 2 minutes were completely blurred. I don't know what happened there. I think my camera's having a wobbly. I need a sip of my coffee in my Crochet Queen. So as I said, I'm hoping to get a reply back from this orthopedic website rather than just looking on eBay and Amazon. Because I say I bought 2 pair from Amazon now and neither one of them will fit me, so they just pull on. So I'm looking for anybody who needs... I would send them back, but they charge you half of the price of the actual knee thing to send the damn things back. Sorry for swearing. So I'm not paying the postage to send them back. They'll just stay there until I give them to somebody. So I don't know anyone in my family who runs or anything, because they're meant to be like for, you know, holding your knees sort of level when you're running. That's something I don't do, running. Can't even walk these days. Oh, sorry. I've got one knee strap that used to fit, but of course it doesn't anymore. It's too tight. It's a great one. It's a neoprene one. So that'll do for my left knee. Sound like a right crock, don't I? My left knee strapped up, my right knee strapped up. I'm just determined I want to be able to walk around Woolfest without oohing and ahhing and eeking, you know. That's what I'm doing. Got my bag ready, got my tickets, got my little badge with my name on it. Oh look, it's gone up again. Why do things creep up when you're moving? Nothing ever stays. When you get the ones with the underbust bit there, they never stay there on me. They always want to come up and above, yeah. And I'm wearing a pair of pale pink trousers and they're showing all the lumps and bumps up on my knee. My knee looks like an alien being today. It's funny how some trousers... There's a good job I'm not going out in these trousers. They're just staying home trousers. They're that stretchy jersey stuff that shows every wrinkle on you, you know. don't like them. I didn't realise what they were like when I ordered them. So, anyway, tomorrow will be my last Veda for the moment. You can all go, ah. I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow morning. I've got to go to the post office to post off an order, my shawl order that's been sold. One of the ones I did last, the ones with, it's a big granny square one with fringing on it. It's really pretty. So that's got to go up to the post office tomorrow. So I need to wrap it up tonight in case I get up late. Because I need to take it like while I'm on my way to the dentist, because I don't want to have to take it in the dentist with me. So hopefully I can post it before I get to the dentist. So it'll be smile. I hate having my teeth cleaned. My teeth are very, very sensitive, you know, old age, neglect, whatever you want to call it. I mean, so when she gets that little brush out and she goes right in between all your teeth, oh, I've got sensitive teeth and I'm like, oh, it's like eating ice cubes, you know, when she does that little, when she really makes them bleed, and oh, I'd rather have a tooth out than see the hygienist. Oh dear. I think I should have false teeth. No, I don't want false teeth. I just like those to be put right. I pay £20 a month to a scheme, you know, to get, because I no NHS dentist, there's none with any spaces, so I can't get on an NHS dentist anywhere. So I pay £20 a month, and yet it doesn't give you any crowns or anything like that. You have to pay for everything extra. Oh, there's Buddy. So that's a bit of a swizz really. So I'm paying £20 a month just to get my teeth checked. They do take teeth out on, you know, and do fillings on that money. But anything that they call cosmetic dentistry, like, you know, putting my teeth back to where they were. They're broken in half, basically, that's what it is. But because they're not broken down to the nerve, then they're not an emergency, if you're with me. So I'd have to pay to get caps put on them. See how we go. Yeah, I went in to look after Buddy today, and I took my crochet and everything, prepared to stay with him a while, you know. Anyway, I let him out for his wee, and then he had a dental stick, and because he always demands from me, he demands a treat, you know, like, whoopee, I've been for a wee, I need a treat. And then he did play with me a little while, but only because he thought I had food in my bag, which I didn't. So after he rooted about in there and discovered it was only my crocheting and my phone and my keys to get back in the house with, he decided that, yeah, there's nothing worth staying downstairs for, so off he went back to his bed again. So I thought, right, blow you then. So I just said, you know, shouted up to him, Buddy, are you coming back down again? But no. So I packed up my things and came back home again. And then I was just browsing online for this blooming knee brace thing. I'll have another look tomorrow, but it'll be the afternoon, won't it? Because most of the morning I'll be missing at the dentist and post office and places like that. People to see, places to go. None of them exciting. So, yeah, I started getting my thing, like I said, the knee brace and stuff like that. I started getting things now because I've only got a certain amount of money each month that I can sort of play with, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to leave everything till the last minute to buy the knee brace and stuff. And then not have enough money to just buy a skein of yarn with when I go up there. I'm not going to go crazy because I can't afford their prices, but it's nice to get sort of one skein or something just as a memento of the fact that you've been, isn't it, you know. But we'll see how we go. I'm looking forward to seeing Claire and Zoe. I won't see Christina and Kelly because they're going on the Saturday and I'm going on the Friday. So it's just the way it works out. So this is something to look forward to. I was reading online, you know, one of these like knitting retreats and crochet retreats. I'm always reading things like that till I get to the bottom and the price is on them, you know, and I'm like, how much? It's not even a week. It's just about 5 days, you know. And the sort of miser in me is going, oh, I'm not going into debt for things like that. Oh, no. We were talking the other day, I don't know if it was last night or whether it was the other day, we were talking about, you know, we'd like to go do our own like crochet cruise or something like that. Mine would be a rowing boat up the River Thames. With everybody rowing instead of crocheting. And we'd probably get rained on, so it wouldn't be much fun, would it? That'd be our cruise. Or we could have a day trip on the ferry across the Mersey, you know. Even so, I think we'd get a bit wet. There's limited spaces like underneath where it's covered. So, no, I don't think we'll ever get a crochet cruise going. We might try again for a crochet retreat, because Zoe's been so busy this year. She's had things to go to and other things to do that she's not really had time to think about organising anything like that. It won't be an official one. There won't be anybody, you know, famous name coming. There won't be any tuition. There won't be anything like that. It would just be like a great big, like a weekend full of crochet where we all sit and natter, you know. I mean, there might be informal tuition going on when one person's sharing their skills with another person, but there wouldn't be any structured lessons as, you know, like tomorrow we're going to knit a sock or tomorrow we're going to crochet this. So won't be anything like that. But we still have it in the pipeline. We still have it in mind. But it will be next year now. Won't be this. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to one of them, but I suspect that, you know, I will never ever go because I won't pay that kind of money. You know, because you're paying, aren't you, for the people who go to demonstrate. That's what you're paying the money for, because they're usually coming from the States. So, you know, I would pay to go and see Doris Chan though, I really would. Yeah, to meet Doris, I would go, I would pay. Even though I had to mortgage the house again. I would pay to go and see Doris, yeah. Well, that's about it really. My house is too small. It fits nobody in here except me. And a dog. So, and yeah, now Zoe's husband's retired, so we can't go there because he'll be there. And I don't think even her house is big enough for more than about 3 people. So if any of you rich people out there who've got massive houses and that, you know, are prepared to host a crochet weekend, then please let me know. Please not in America, because I can't afford to go there. I haven't even got a passport. I haven't got a driver's license anymore, and I haven't got a passport. So as far as identification goes, I don't exist. They always get quite cross with me when I go somewhere and they say, have you got any form of identification? And I go, I've got my bus pass. Will that do? That's all I've got, honestly, with my photograph on it. That's all I've got. Passport's lapsed. So even though, you know, it's my passport and everything like that, and it's obviously been issued to me and they know that the photograph is me, they always say, no, we can't accept that as a form of identification because it's not current. Yeah, okay. So I've changed so much in about 1.5 years, have I, that you can't use my passport. And my driver's licence, I didn't see any point in renewing it because when you get to 70, you've got to apply to renew it in the UK. And I didn't have a car, and I don't really see a car in my future at any stage. So, because I don't need a driver's licence for a scooter, even though I can drive it on the road legally. I don't because it's too scary, but it's actually got a number plate, which I don't show, but it has officially got a number plate. And it's got insurance and road tax and everything. So I am legal on the road, but the only time I go on the road is when I can't get past on the pavement. I have to divert into the road and back on the pavement again. You know, when some lovely person parks right on the pavement and I can't get past, which they're prone to do around here. So, yeah, so that's the only form of ID is I think I might have to renew my passport. So expensive. Especially when you're not thinking of going anywhere. I wish they had ID cards. I mean, they were talking about them everywhere. Oh, I don't want an ID card. I mean, to me, if you've got nothing to hide, what is the problem with an ID card? I mean, you know, it's Big Brother's watching you. He's watching you anyway. He knows everything about you anyway. So what's the kerfuffle about carrying an ID card? People in other countries carry them. Don't think anything of it. It's just to show your ID card and it acts as who you are, doesn't it? So I'd much rather pay about £20 odd for an ID card, which they were talking about at the time. But then, oh no, people are against human rights and things like that. But at least we'd know who was in the country, wouldn't we? We'd know who had overstayed their welcome, you know. You know, the students that came over in 1952 and still here, you know what I mean? They came here on a student visa for 12 months, like, or whatever, in 1985 or something like that, and they're still here. You know, they're the kind of people who don't want the ID cards, because it's like, then people would know that they're not supposed to be here. What I got angry about, though, the other week is, I know we don't talk politics on here, but was the Windrush. Britain invited people from the West Indies, because at the time it was the British West Indies, and they were classed as British citizens. And they invited them to come over on the Windrush, and of course they brought their children with them. But some bright spark has destroyed the documentation from this Windrush journey. And now a lot of people who've been brought up from a child, there was a lot of couple they were being asked to go back to the West Indies. I mean, why would they want to go to the West Indies? They could have been here 50 years. You know, why are they not? They were invited to come. They didn't just land on us, park themselves on us. You know, the government invited them to come. So what's all the problem? To me, they're British citizens. They should be here. But I think Theresa May, I mean, you know, I don't do politics, but I think she's supposed to be looking into it. But I think it's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, but that's just my opinions. We did touch briefly on politics on my live video, which I don't like doing because I'm not political, as you know. I mean, the last time I mentioned anything about politics, you know, I got so many comments like, well, how dare you mention his name or whatever. So I just don't. I'm not political in my own country, so why would I be political in somebody else's country or about somebody else's country? My idea about politics, I wish they'd all stop falling out and then make peace and everybody be happy. In my lifetime, I have read so many headlines, you know. When you think back, I mean, I've been here 72 years. I've read so many headlines about, like, wars that are imminent, like with Cuba and different things all over the years. They've been different places, different times, you know. And I'm thinking, why? You know, why does it all happen? Is it just power or some power-mad person that says, you know, let's do this, let's do that? I'm not talking about any countries here, I'm just talking about in general. And, yeah, everybody should crochet. We decided that on Saturday. Everybody should crochet and the world would be a happier place. There are the odd few trolls that like to do thumbs down on people's videos, you know. I get them all the time, it doesn't worry me at all. Doesn't worry me. I just hope that if they're going to do a thumbs down, they've actually watched my video, you know. If you watch it and you do a thumbs down because you didn't like it, that's one thing. But if you just click on and say, oh, she's made another video, thumbs down, and don't even bother to watch me. Now that I find slightly funny in a lot of respects, yeah. So if anybody does the thumbs down, thank you very much. You're not worrying me. If you think you're upsetting me, you're not. I don't even look anymore to see if there's any thumbs down, so I mean, you know. I suppose if I looked one day and there was about 24 thumbs down, I'd think, what have I said? What have I done, you know? But, you know, I mean, I've seen thumbs down on people that I watch, and they're the most lovely people, and you think, who could object to this person, you know, because they're just such nice people, and they've made a lovely video, they've not said a word wrong, you know, and you look and they've got 2 thumbs down, 3 thumbs down, and I'm thinking, why? Why do people find it necessary to do that? I mean, if I watch a video and I'm not interested in it, or, you know, I just don't watch it and leave it be. I mean, I subscribe to a lot of people and I watch most of their videos, but at odd times they make a video that's like out of what I'm interested in. They'll suddenly throw in a video on spinning or embroidery or something. And I mean, much as I like the person and I normally enjoy watching their videos, if it's a subject matter that I'm just not interested in, I think I'll skip that one. I'll watch the next one or the one after that. But I don't go thumbs down. Oh, you're doing an embroidery program, thumbs down. No. You know, you normally do crochet and I don't like it when you embroider, so thumbs down. Pointless, isn't it? Pointless. Yeah, if people are touching on a subject that you don't want to watch, then just don't watch them and skip over it, you know. You know, I mean, you get a sort of statistics, you know, how many people. You can make a 30-minute video and then it tells you what is the average watch time of the people who've watched it, and it'll be like 9 minutes, and you think, well, that must have been pretty boring because people have switched off halfway through it. But it doesn't worry me. As you say, you cannot please all of the people all of the time. I don't think anybody in this world pleases everybody all of the time. I'm just happy if I please some of the people, some of the time. The rest of the time, sorry, but that's just the way I am, yeah. Anyway, tomorrow will be the last Veda. Ooh. Whilst I like chatting to you every day, it is a bit of a burden when you know you have to do one, or you feel you have to do one. I'm going to try and do them a bit more often than like once a week, you know, something like that. I'm going to aim for about 2 or 3 a week, something like that. Or a couple in the live video, whichever way around it is. I mean, there will be odd times when I don't do the live video, because, you know, there's other plans in my life, and sometimes I do have social things to go to. You know, my life is not completely and utterly boring. But I'm going to try and do that instead of, like, I drifted into doing one a week, and then sometimes I'd miss a week and do one a fortnight and that. But that was just over the winter when I wasn't feeling myself. So I am going to try and do maybe 2. I'll say 2 a week, and then if I do 3, that's a bonus, isn't it? So I'm actually going to need a break next week anyway, just to catch up with all the videos and the Vedas and everything that I've missed. Because I've been very, very lacking in watching people's videos. I'm way behind with everybody. Especially the people who do Vedas, you know, because I'm too busy doing mine to go out and watch everybody else who's doing theirs. So I'll be like a month late catching up with them all. And also I've got all my comments to answer. I've got so many comments to answer. Not that I'm complaining, but it's just I haven't really had time to do them. I need to sit down one day and just go through them and just answer everything and not have to worry about making a video that day. Anyway, I'm going to go now and maybe watch something on the TV. Try to pick up my pink crochet that I didn't do. I did 1 row last night. That's all I did. And nothing so far today. Not a Tweety bird has been done today in this house. I tell you. I've been too busy trying to find me orthopaedic support. And in between eat my dinner and go and see to Buddy. That's what I've been too busy doing today. Plus the fact I didn't get up till late, so. Anyway, I shall see you all tomorrow for the last Veda for April. It won't be my last video, so don't panic. Or maybe you'd prefer it if it was my last video, but I will be back tomorrow, never fear. So bye all, have a nice day. Bye now.